I'm Dave Pack. I'm the Scout Executive of the Utah National Parks Council. I want to tell a story today about a program we used to do when I was a Scoutmaster in a council where we were in Idaho, and we had a camp that was about 50 miles apart from another camp. And we decided to design a program that would be a junior leader training course that would not be set in one place, that it would move along the trail. We called it Senior Outdoor Leadership Experience, and at the time our council sponsored 2 JLT courses. And we thought they were pretty strong, and they were. They gave a good experience to a lot of good boys. We started this moving course, and we decided to change a little bit of how the syllabus worked, because what we would do is we would create an experience where they would mountain bike for 22 miles, backpack for 25 miles, and then raft on the river for 25 miles. But along the way, we would teach the leadership skill, and then along the trail, as we were teaching the leadership skill, a little farther down the trail, we would have a hurdle for them to do. In other words, a hurdle would be an experience where they practice the leadership skills that they were taught, and then a little farther down the trail, they'd stop and reflect on how they applied the leadership skill in the hurdle. 12 different leadership skills, an experience in teaching, a hurdle to experience how to apply it, and a reflection on how they applied that particular skill along the way. So they would mountain bike for a few miles. They would also have and then be taught, and then they'd mountain bike for a few more miles. For instance, we had a staff member that had crashed his bike, a simulated crash with a lot of first aid injuries that needed to be addressed. And the group would stop, address the first aid injuries, and then they would reflect on how they applied the communication leadership skill in learning that. As we moved along the trail, one of the benefits that we found that we would get from that was the fact that while doing hard things, the boys in their forming and storming stages formed and stormed a lot quicker, and were able to come to a norming stage to be able to perform at a higher level quicker, because they were having to experience really hard, arduous tasks. Single track mountain biking for the first time is not easy for a young man. Backpacking in the rain, or backpacking at all, sometimes it really tests their mettle, and they'd rather not be doing it, and or worry that they're going to die and never see their mother again. And so I think that a lot of kids need to have those kind of experiences, but if you can meld it with leadership skills along the way, and also tie into some spiritual opportunities that also give them opportunity to reflect on how that spiritual opportunity applied to them, it lasts them a lifetime.